Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you all for coming to this special call meeting today. We will explain the purpose of it in a moment. Roll call, please.
Alderman Chapman.
Present.
Alderman Bradford.
Here.
Alderman Wilson. Alderman Rebecca.
Present.
Alderman Chastain. Alderman Lennox. Mayor Will Horn.
Is anyone on the call, any board member on the call? Again, board members, you have the agenda in front of you, and the purpose of this meeting that we thought it would be a good idea to have Chief Payne, former chief of Diabloville, who headed up the team for the interviewing of our police chief. I'm going to just give the board in particular that are here how the process proceeded. He working along with HR, Human Resource Department, put that process together, and we just wanted Chief to come back and then give us some idea. So, Chief, thank you so much for your work and what you did. Come on up. And just personally, I sent you an email to all your team, but publicly, I want to thank you for what you did for us in the city and walk through that process.
You reached out, asked me to come help. I care about this Gulf Coast and it's a great little city. We enjoyed it. We together a good team. These guys asked some hard questions, had their answers, and they graded the questions accordingly. And in fact, we didn't even do the total tally that Human Resources did to keep the integrity of the score. That only one person could see it. So person came out, and I think they did a good job.
I think we had 10 applicants altogether, and HR narrowed them down to 4 based on the qualification compared to the requirements.
That's
And you took those 4, you took it from there.
People in the state already state certified. Calls to up interviewing state certified, said in Mississippi. The reason that we did it that way is that you don't have to send them to get recertified in the academy. These 2 individuals that we interviewed, again, were state certified. In fact, I think Dennis just Chiefs Conference, new Chiefs Conference, he just last week. So, and he's a 35-year veteran of law enforcement. Been on the Mississippi Gulf Coast for as far as I can remember. That worked for Biloxi for a while, so he's got municipality experience. He really did well in the interview process, answering the questions. And I was pleased with his interview. Not to discredit the other candidate, he did very well also. Scores were the scores were.
Yeah. The scores and all that was in these board member package, but even though it's after the fact and they went by the numbers, I would, if they had any questions, we offer that opportunity now. Alderman Vavastro was a part of the committee because he has been a police officer here in the city, and Alderman Wilson was the other committee member that also was an officer here in the city. And we had
some great knowledge about the city and what they expected to and it was quite enlightening to me.
Okay. The other member was Sheriff Ledbetter. For the public that don't know, Sheriff Ledbetter was a part of the committee, and Chief Griffin from.
They all asked some pretty hard questions. Put together 50 questions. Each, there was 5 board members, and each board member answered. They asked 10 questions and graded accordingly. Like I said, Dennis topped out.
Alderman Vavastro, being a member of that team, do you have anything to add to what Chief is saying?
No, it was very insightful. I mean, the knowledge that these police chiefs brought to the table was amazing. And I thought it was a fair process. I thought that Chief Stevenson, I think he was more committed. Me, as a personal experience, I thought he was more committed to the city and was going to be here for the duration. And the other candidate also was a good candidate, but I kind of felt in his position that once, if he was given the job, that he was going to be continuing to look for employment. Because at this stage in his career, I just don't know if he was ready to sell it with Morris Point at that time. But it was a great process, and I did enjoy it. It was an enjoyable experience.
Just give you a little bit of history about myself. I got 48 years experience. And 19 of those years as a chief of police, so got kind of feel for what it takes to be a chief of police. Brought some of that experience to the table also when we were in there. And Sheriff Ledbetter was going to ask some hard questions, and he, of course, he's going to be working with the new chief. He had another meeting. He was coming tonight, but he had another meeting that he had to attend. But he said he welcomes anybody that wants to call him. He said everybody in this room has called him once or twice before. So he said feel free to call him and then answer any questions that you may have.
Well, Chief, we selected the team because of the experience. They certainly know more about it than I know. And so I reached out to you because I knew your history, and then I asked you to help me build the other team, especially with Sheriff. And of course, I invited Sheriff Ledbetter to be a part, and you followed up on that. So it's all about, to me, getting people to help me make decisions, know more about it than I know.
Yes,
And you hopefully take your recommendation, because that's what it's all about. We hire people that has more experience to make these calls for us, and we just have to accept that, depending that you're giving us your best judgment. And then other men that'll help you go through that process as well. But being a leader, you know, the questions, you know what question develop, what's important, what's not important. And that's key to me, that you start off right by asking the right questions. And if you get the right question, you'll get the right answer.
chief of police should know.
Yeah.
He, like I said, they both did well, but I think Stevens topped out.
I've been doing people playing for a long time,
Certainly.
from a distance and up close, and he has a good judge character, and if we chose them to run the process for us, there's no reason we should question their integrity or anything else. So for them concerned, we just need to get everything the chief needs and all the resources he needs and move forward.
Alderman Chapman?
No questions. I'm good. Thank you for being a part of it, taking your time to offer your expertise. We appreciate it.
The HR lady was very helpful also. She's very knowledgeable. Very knowledgeable.
Alderman Joseph?
No, I'm satisfied. I think we made a good choice, and confidence. I have a lot of confidence in him, and I saw the job he was doing when he was interim, and he seemed to have a good idea about it, and very pleased with y'all choice. Very much so. 100.
No, this meeting was not to undo anything. I mean, the vote has been made. I just want to always try to explain so that people know what the process was, and it was fair above board, and that's all this is about. It's not about trying to undo anything. It's simply about just informing the people about how it went.
If anybody has a follow-up question or anything like that, maybe that's my number. I'll take anybody's calls.
That's up to the public. Yeah. Yeah.
I think you do also. I'm not sure, but I think you do.
Okay. Chief, thank you so much for coming back over to explain with us.
Can do this.
I will.
I told Dennis that too. Is there anything I can help him with? Just pick up the phone calls.
Well, that's the other part of it, is that the bond that I hope you can help us on the Gulf Coast, we always need support.
I retired in 2022. I've been back to work a year now helping the Hyperfield redo some policies and procedures. So I said with the computer type all day. So
Chief, I got you on speed dial. Thank you so much for coming.
Thank you again.
Consider this meeting.
Yes, sir, we need, vote to adjourn.
Motion to adjourn.
All in favor?
Aye.
We'll be back at 6 o'clock.
Who seconded?
Second.
We're back at 6 o'clock for our regular meeting.